Hey guys, and welcome back to Grounds Family Farm. Well, we actually have a problem. Like a pretty big problem that we've got to figure out what to do about because it is not what we expected and what we have just isn't going to work. I'll explain more about that in a little bit. We're still trying to figure out logistics. But for now, the girls and I have some work to do. The sun's already kind of going down, blame time change, but it's also turned chilly. And it's not really cold. I mean, it's in the 50s, but when it's been in the 70s, we're about to freeze to death. But with the cold weather, or cooler weather, we have got some things to do in the garden. So look at that. Things are dying back. That's just the nature of how things do whenever gardening season for certain vegetables comes to an end. So what we're going to do in just a few minutes is to go through here and pick off all of these old cucumbers, all the ones that aren't like rotted, and we are going to put them in a bucket and take them down to Hulk because he would love to have those. Hey, that one actually still doesn't look too terrible, but it probably will with this cold weather because look at these vines, they're looking rough. The sponsor of today's video is VivoFrost. VivoFrost was nice enough to send us their frozen drink maker. Really excited about this because as a family we love slushies and frappes, but if you go out and buy one for everybody in the family, that's pretty expensive these days. Now we can make them at home and it'll be a lot cheaper and better for us, which you know I love healthier options. So let me tell you a little bit about this machine. It has detachable parts which make cleaning a breeze. To be able to do that, all you have to do, you pull this up, pull out the canister to remove it, you pull off the stir, and here's the condensation tray. You clean all these things, you would wipe this down if you'd been using it, and then everything just slides back in. Super duper easy. It also has this handy little drip tray which you can just pull out, clean, and reinsert. Love that. This thing has a touch screen panel on it, so you just hit the power button, and from here you can customize your temperature, your thickness. You can select from all these different preset options if you just would rather do that. It's got slushy, frappe, milkshake, cocktails, wine, self-clean button there, and it has a child control lock as well. But it's super simple to use and fixing to give it a try with a couple of their recipes in the recipe book. So as I mentioned, it comes with a recipe book which gives a lot of good inspirations to be able to use their machine. So we've selected for the first one a tropical slushie. This one is really easy and probably will be one of our favorites, honestly. So we're gonna make two to three servings. So all it calls for is 3 cups of a tropical juice blend, which I've already poured up here. So I've got to pour it into the machine, right in here, and you close this. So now that I've got that in the container, I select slushy, and it's flashing. You can change your thickness if you want to. Since we've never done this before, we're just going to go with the preset and going to push start. The instructions say that it takes about 15 minutes for 2 to 3 servings, so we'll show you the finished product whenever it gets done. Okay, so it just beeped and it shows cool on display, so that means that it is ready to dispense. So I'm going to put this cup here. The girls want to try some, so we are going to dispense some of this. It did freeze a little extra, so maybe more like a snow cone consistency, but I don't think anybody's complaining about that. Okay. All right, so moment of truth. Take a taste. Is that really good? It looks good. And it's already kind of, I didn't pre-chill the cups, so it's already melting down a little bit, so I think you could just about drink it at this point too. So definitely a win. So I'm going to finish emptying this out and then work on our next recipe. All right, so that one turned out really good. Super excited that we can now make smoothies at home. Now I'm about to make the one that I'm probably most excited about, which is the frappe. I did the self-clean cycle and then washed the parts super quick. That was awesome. But I'm going to be using their recipe book again, going by the pumpkin spice frappe recipe, which we're not using pumpkin spice creamer. We're going to actually use a white chocolate mocha creamer. because that's what we all decided on as a family. So this one, I'm also going to do the 2 to 3 servings. It calls for 1 1/3 cups of creamer, then 1 2/3 cups of black coffee, which I made and then chilled, and then a teaspoon of vanilla extract that I already added to this. So I'm going to add all of the ingredients into the container. So let me do that. And one of the things it says is that if you want it to freeze quicker, make sure you chill all the ingredients first. So I'm going to, again, hit the power on button and then select the frappe option. And that's a standard thickness. I may go just a little bit thinner. And we're going to hit the play button, the start button. This one takes a little bit longer, says it takes about 20 minutes, so just gonna let it do its thing, and I wanna get some stuff done, and when it beeps, I'll show you the finished product. All right, I must say, this did not take very long, which time flies when you're busy, but this consistency looks really good, and I'm super excited to try this. So here goes nothing. Ooh, that's pouring out perfect. This is what I've been looking forward to. That is perfect. Wow. Absolutely love that. This is going to be really great. Kevin's about to be off work too, so he will actually be really excited to get to try this too, I think. We really want to thank VivoFrost for sponsoring today's video. If you want to get your very own frozen drink maker, be sure to click the link in the description below and check out all the information about it and purchase yours today, because we are very happy with it, and I'm sure you will be too. So what our plan is for the next few days or week or so is to come through this entire garden, get rid of everything that is not still growing, and we are going to go ahead and knock it all down, bush hog it, and then we've got that area over there tarped, at least mostly tarped. We have one hole where the biggest weed ever has grown, but we've got to come through here and we've got to clean up around it, obviously, because it's rained some and made the grass grow while it was warm. And I'm going to bush hog that. He's going to till up that spot again, and we're going to get that ready to work up for our cool weather crops, which some of them we've already started, so that's really good. And some we're going to have to, cover or do something with to make sure that they do grow. But we are going to get this area ready, and we're going to go ahead and finish off this one and let it rest. Because I don't think we're going to put anything in here for overwinter type stuff, but we do need to harvest these watermelons as well. Some of them will be ready, some of them will not. The ones that are not, well, the animals will have a feast. But a lot of them actually probably are. Like, look at this one. You got to look at the tendrils and see if they're dying back, which some of these are not so much, some of them are. And you can kind of tell by the sound sometimes, but look at these massive things. Some of them here lately have looked ripe, have had the tendrils that had died back and still weren't quite ready. So Hulk has gotten a lot of snacks here lately, but we have had 1 or 2 that have actually been pretty good. So the girls have gotten to have their fill of some watermelon recently. So we've really enjoyed that. So we're going to try to harvest what we can to take to the animals, go ahead and feed everything that we can possibly feed. That's a great snack for them, cuts down on everything else. So I think that's a great idea. And then after that, we'll take you up there, show you how the new goat pen's working out, first of all, and then take you over to the cow pen and tell you what our problem is, because it's kind of a big one. Okay, so we're gonna get to work, and y'all just pull off everything you can that's not nasty, soft, rotten, because if it's soft and rotten, then you probably don't want to touch it. That's fine. But this will be a really nice snack for him. It might actually be a good snack for the emus too, to be honest. I guess I should get myself a bucket, huh? Yeah, some of these, we kind of abandoned some of them after a while, after we made all the pickles we wanted, made the cinnamon rings, all that. Just kind of left them and let them go. But that's okay. We've picked a few here from time to time to let the animals have too, just because it is a good treat. They love fresh veggies as much as we do, so He won't care if they're yellow instead of green. You left a bunch over here, Missy. Are they rotten? Like rotten? Oh, these aren't too bad. Some of these you can tell the bugs have gotten into as well. I'm gonna look for greens for Torty, because we found those surprise greens that one day. Weren't even looking and just happened to see a plant. I don't know that we're gonna use this garden spot again next year, just because we do have the high tunnel, and if we get all of our fencing done over the winter, then this area will actually technically be fenced in. So we probably don't want to put the garden spot back down here, but wherever we do put the garden, whether it's just in the high tunnel, beside the high tunnel, whatever we do, we will probably tarp it, because that worked so good for this spot. And I mean, even now when it's been kind of unattended for a while and it has been warm, I mean, there's still very little weed pressure, so that's perfect. Okay, so we're also gonna go through here. I'm gonna cut some of this okra, and the good stuff we're gonna put in one bucket, and then that'll be good. And the big stuff we're gonna put in here and let Hulk have it, because the really big stuff is not gonna be that great for us, but he will certainly love it. But that way we can use everything we do have for us and our animals. And I have pickled a little bit of okra this year, but I'm not gonna lie, I haven't done a whole lot because we've just been really busy. Soccer season just wrapped up though. Not necessarily the outcome we were wanting or expecting, but that's okay. They're both happy to actually have a break for a while from sports and activities, so we can kind of focus on our other things. And we're very close to Thanksgiving, and we host Thanksgiving every year for our family, for Kevin's side of the family. So we're really looking forward to seeing everybody and getting to feed everybody, because we'll do a lot of cooking.
I'm going to help cook most of it.
Yep, Abby said she wants to help cook most of it this year, so she's going to help. Izzy will probably help too, won't you?
I want to help with the pies.
Izzy wants to help with the pies. So that'll be really good to have help from both girls in the kitchen, and maybe we can try to film a little bit of it depending on how time goes. It just depends, because sometimes I'm working like furiously into the night on stuff, but the way last year went, I felt like it went a little smoother. There's not a lot of little stuff because we have kind of neglected this. It's definitely slowed down from the last time Kevin picked some, because it was just like going completely crazy, and now it's not. Some of this is still flowering out, but who knows if it's going to continue. So I'm going to take basically anything and everything that is even just growing a little bit, because I don't know how much longer it's actually going to do since it's gotten cold or cool, which we only have like 2 days of cold weather from what I've been hearing. But 2 days of cold weather, when your highs are in the 50s, lows are below freezing, I mean, that can do its damage on the plants, especially if they're warm weather stuff that's been growing like crazy because it's been so warm. Would feed the goats and stuff, but certain things they're not fans of. So we've learned that, and we feed what we know that they like. If they don't like it, we're not going to worry with it. That way we don't just waste veggies when another animal can eat them. Because after you have certain animals for a while, you know what, kind of like parents with kids, you know what your kids like and what they don't. Another kid may love carrots, but one doesn't. So not that you're not going to make them still eat them, but animals are different, obviously, in that respect. Point being, they'll kind of like people in the fact that they have their likes and dislikes too. I was not actually intending to harvest okra, I will just tell you that. But then when I saw how loaded down these were, figured might as well. Okay, that's all the red. Now let's see about this green. I wonder if there's just any good stuff. Yeah, I think it's about done. This weather's about got it gone. I may just cut the good stuff off for now because it's definitely, the green is definitely showing more signs of dying back than the other is. Okay, so I got these green ones. Like I said, it's not a lot, but with this garden, as we've said, I don't know how many times, anything we get is just awesome because, I mean, we weren't even sure if it was going to grow or have time to do anything. And it's definitely shown up and shown out. So I'm happy for that. Okay, so here are all the watermelons that they harvested. My best guess is that those little bitties are not going to be any good. And we can we'll get a knife and we can cut them open just to see what the little bitties look like and maybe see what the others do. They're really, really cute though.
It's a pumpkin watermelon.
That looks like a pumpkin watermelon, doesn't it? But no, maybe we'll have one or two that are actually good that we can actually eat. Like I said, we haven't had the sweetest of watermelons yet this year, but we did have one. It may have just been one that was decent. No, we had two because we had a yellow watermelon and then we had a reddish pinkish one. But yeah, so I think that's pretty good though of what we've got there. So we've got to put all these on the gator and drive them up top, and then we'll give Hulk his veggies and see what those watermelons look like. Then after we do all that, I will tell you what's going on in the cow pasture. Okay, well, we had a disaster. Izzy accidentally dropped one. It's fine, it happens. But look at the inside of that.
It looks really nice.
Yep, it actually looks yummy because these are yellow watermelons. They're supposed to be that color which I'd never seen it, but somebody told me about them this year and it's interesting. But we're gonna take it to the emus since we're down here and let them try it. So if y'all wanna grab pieces, throw it over the fence over there. See if they love it. Hey, if you want to throw, this one's got some spots on it, just chunk it out there. Oh wait, yeah. Don't chunk it on any animals, but they've got like rotten spots on them. Folky's gonna have a heyday with these. Playing watermelon smash with the watermelons. Okay, so there's Hulk. He's fixing to be very happy. Yeah, you see a bucket. Looky there, buddy. He loves some veggies. There's more. So there's a second one. Okay. There you go, buddy. Hey, you want to do watermelon smash with him? With these little bitty ones you know are not good. Try that one. Watermelon smash. Go. Just the tiniest ones. The other ones we'll at least check. Yeah, that's good. That's pretty red. But it's pink. It's not like red. That's the thing. Not that one. Oh, wait. Yeah, that one. That's got some rotten spots on it. Color reveal in 3, 2, 1. So as you can see, like that watermelon is very like pale pinkish. So it's not quite ready for us to eat.
I think he's happy.
But he's happy. That's going to keep him busy for a while. We'll still feed him his normal feed and everything, but he's going to be happy as a lark for quite a while with all that food there. So since he's happy now, I'm going to grab a thing of feed and take you over to the goat pen, show you how it's working out. show you how we've upgraded it since we just had bare bones when we moved them over there. But just that way you can see how everybody is doing. It's kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie, not having them here. Steadily working on getting this area cleaned up, but it's only been a few days, so really making some good progress with that. Okay, so let me go ahead and run this over there to them. Haven't moved these barrels yet, which we're actually getting closer to those being empty. Kevin needs to run and get feed tomorrow is what he was telling me earlier. So he and the girls may do that while I go to work. But gonna go over here and dump some feed out for them and then show you how they're doing. I've already moved Blizzard's food barrel over here because it wasn't very heavy, so I could do that myself. Hey guys. Okay, so as you can tell, these guys are doing very, very well. Rose decided that she would stand up in the feeder, so she is covered head to toe. And if that girl's not pregnant this time, then I don't know anything, because she is huge. She hasn't developed any kind of a bag yet, but her belly is so big. Everybody else is doing really good out here. And the best part, we have not had any escapes or attempts at escape, so that's wonderful. He did get their hay moved out here, which they've been bedding down in it and eating it, so it has definitely gotten worked down a little bit.
I'm gonna feed Blizzard now.
Abby's gonna feed Blizzard for me.
I like feeding Blizzard.
Because he's hungry, you can tell. I think Miss Puppy is also pregnant, the way she's gotten so fat, kind of all of a sudden. Blizzard, keep him out. Yep, he's got to tell him no. So over there, we've got their house, which will eventually have hay in it. But like I said, it's not really a cold snap, it's just a cool snap. And it does not bother these animals. They laid on the hay last night, which is what they do like every night. But everybody's doing good. They're loving this cooler weather. They actually, I think, prefer these temps because a lot of animals with a lot of fur would rather it be a little bit cooler, especially after it's been 70s, 80s here lately. So yeah, everybody's doing great. Cicely also is looking pretty wide, so I'm hoping she's also maybe bred back to Johnny, because that'd be really good. Hey, Carmi, you're looking a little round too, but you could be just eating, because I don't think you were that round before. Carmel! Carmel! Yeah, you know, I'm talking to you. Hey, puppy. Hey, sheepy. Yeah, you're not getting out. Is Abby talking to somebody else? Hey, Richard. There's Richard. Richard. Hey, Bubby. Come here, see boy. Oh, Diamond came up too. And Diamond sometimes puts the fear into everybody because she is one of our older cats, but she definitely is a sweetie. Hey, buddy. He's got a very distinctive meow. And you can say, hey, Richie. Hey, hi, Richie. And he'll usually go, meow. He's so funny. But yeah, we still have the yard goats, a few of them. And they have decided that since these goats are over here now, that they will sleep right next to the pen. Like I said the last time, the boys that we're keeping are going to be banded. That way, when they're in there, they can't breed the females. But they're doing really good. They're growing like crazy. Look at him. He looks like a regular mountain goat just standing there. Do you guys need some feed? Look at those donkeys down there and the emus. Are y'all ready to eat? Well, I think I need to make a stop before I go down to see the cows and actually take a bucket down to the donkeys, horses, and emus because they are acting like they're starving. And anytime they see us with a bucket, they go line up at the gate or line up wherever they are, telling me that they're hungry so that I can feed them. They were at the feeder a minute ago and then they realized I wasn't headed straight for the feeder. So then they came to the gate and started kind of making noise at the gate. So I guess we'll go do that, and then I'll go over to the cows. Whoa, it's blowing the wrong way.
Straight towards it.
Yeah, went straight toward her. These guys love this. And I want y'all to notice something. Penelope is about, yeah, you heard your name. She's about as wide as she is tall right now. So I'm thinking that our assumptions were correct and she's got a baby in there. She's moving a little slower than she was. And if I can get her from the side profile, look at that belly sagging. She's so fuzzy right now with her winter coat that I don't know that I could see a bag if there is one. Pancakes, she's also a little bit round, but she has also been eating and filling out really good because she got a little poor looking for a while. But she looks a lot better now. Hey, Mr. Spock. Lots of sirens in the distance. I wonder what that is. It's on the main highway. And Miss Spice over here looks so pretty. Hey, be nice to Maple. Don't be spicy. Come on now. Lizard's howling because there's sirens everywhere. Yeah, everybody looks like they are doing really, really good. And let me take you over here to this group. If I see the source of those sirens in a minute, I'll show you. Yep, there we go. Are you guys happy? Those sirens didn't faze you any, did they? Emus, we've been checking. It's just now November, so it's just now the time that they might start trying to lay. So here's to hoping that this year they actually do lay. And maybe we can show y'all some emu eggs soon, because that would be really fantastic. But if they don't lay this year, we're going to have to do some serious cutbacks, because out of everything, the emus and the pigs eat the most. And emus, if they're not going to be productive, they're going to have to go. Hey, Waffles. Hey, Bubby. He's sweet. And Mr. Short Stack and Precious. Precious, is this weather getting to you, baby? He does not like the cold very much because he's an old donkey. And those old joints just don't love him in this weather, do they, baby? Yeah. Hey, Short Stack. Okay, well, I don't want to get feet all over me in my face because the emus are just trying to touch my nose. So I guess we'll go over to the cow pen. I just get a little distracted sometimes whenever I come see these guys because I absolutely love seeing them. I love going in there with them too, but with the sun going down like this, I figure I better stay out. That way I don't get caught up and stay in there and not get everything done. Okay, come on, go, 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 go. Push, don't push, go. Go over to the, Okay, so now that these guys have been fed and they're not being so pushy, because they are at first every time you go feed, let me tell you about our problem. So, as you know, Jerseys are not the biggest cows, but kind of big cows. Hey guys, y'all are too close to that beehive. Come on. Didn't realize how close they were to the beehives. As you know, Jerseys are pretty big cows. And it was just kind of our big hope that Joe could reach. Joe could breed them. That was what we wanted, because how cute it would be to have, we just kept thinking how cute it would be to have Mini Zebu and Jersey Cross. Well, Kevin saw one day Joe was attempting to breed one of the girls and he's not tall enough. Sad day. Because what that means now is that we don't have a bull tall enough to reach these girls. And I mean, they're still young. They're not, super old or anything like that. And they're not, as big as they're gonna be. But yeah, so what do you do when you don't have a bull that is big enough to be able to actually even reach your cows to be able to breed? Because that means if we don't get the girls bred, we won't have babies, we won't be able to milk them. So that's kind of the main point of having a Jersey. So what we have decided, and we got Kevin's dad on board. He has one of his bulls that is a little smaller than the others. Still very, very good quality. And he's not so big that he would be too big for the girls or anything like that. So whenever the girls are back at that time again, we're going to take the girls down there and let them hang around with the bull for a little while till we're fairly confident they've been exposed for long enough, and then bring them back. And then after a month or 2 months or whatever, then we will preg check them and see. Hopefully it worked. We don't know, but that's our best shot at it right now. Because we talked about getting like a Jersey bull or something like that, but with us only having 2 cows and the price of cattle these days, it didn't just really equal out in our minds to do that when we've got access to a bull. Plus, we also do have some friends who have some Jerseys, and they do have some bulls that we could probably talk to them about and work out something to be able to let their bull breed our Jerseys, because they have actually offered that too if we ever needed it. So we've got options, but really, really sad about this because that's really something we were hoping for. And I was hoping that they would have already been bred. Whenever we turned Joe out with the girls in September, we knew that Lucky was in heat. So we were like, okay, cool. Then maybe since it's her time, maybe he can go and breed her. Now she is smaller, a little bit smaller than Clover. So it's still possible. I mean, we can check her, but they both seem like they've been cycling like normal, and nothing's happening on this end. So yeah, anywho, that's been our discovery here lately. And like I said, it's a pretty big problem when you don't have the bull, but thankfully we do live right here with near family, and he does have the means for us to be able to do that without having to pay a whole lot to buy a bull right now, because that's just not really, we try to watch our money and all that. And I mean, it is close to the holidays and all that too. So prefer not to have to buy a huge animal like that right now, because we have been to some auctions here lately, and the price of animals right now, whew, price of anything, but especially cows, it's really gone through the roof. One of the registered Jersey bulls that we saw recently, I mean, he went for a lot, and he was actually not even the friendliest. So, I mean, can you imagine what a friendly one would be? And I mean, you could get a young one and raise it up, but then you'd be waiting even longer to breed these girls. So that's not what we want to do. Mr. Bob's still growing. He's still as clumsy and gangly as ever, though. Oh, and let me show you this. Miss Thang, if I can zoom in enough, look at her. She is round as anything, which is awesome, because you know what that means. That means that preg test was probably completely accurate, and she is pregnant. I'm so happy about that, and she's gotten a lot friendlier. I mean, she's still not walk up to her, pet her, love on her, friendly, but she's a lot better than she used to be. And then there's Tubby. He's a permanent fixture on the farm. He's just a pet, but he'll be staying. Yep, Abby's baby. And he is so ridiculous. He'll sit there and just cry for her if he hears her. And then there's Joe, which Joe has Nova now, so Nova's his size. And then Miss Thing, if she stays, then he'll have another female, so that's good. But these babies are still in quarantine. I say babies. They just look like babies, even if they're not. But yeah, they're doing really good. I need to go get y'all some feed, don't I? Yeah, I hadn't fed y'all yet because I wanted to go tell them about those. But yeah, they're so tiny. It's crazy. Cannot believe how tiny those things are. The micro minis are just adorable.
We have names for them.
They have names for them too.
So the boy is Buggy.
The boy is Buggy.
I forgot the girl's name.
And the girl's name,
and Belle.
and the girl's name is Belle. So Buggy and Belle. And then we have Nova, who's the biggest one out there. So funny. But I think that's going to wrap it up for today. I still need to go check on a few other things, get them some feed, and probably filter water too because it looked like it was getting a little low. And it's gotten colder as it's gotten darker. So yeah, we need to hurry this up so that we're not freezing to death because I know my hands are so cold right now. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. And we will catch you next time on Grounds Family Farm. Bye, guys.
Bye. Peace. Bye.